Hello everyone, welcome back to Warhammer 40k Space Marine. Today, we're going to be killing demons! Or actually, daemons. The difference? Demons is spelled with an E, daemons is D-A-E-M-O-N-S. They also have unique executes. Means I'm going to be showing off so many new ways to kill things. Anyway, this is the only type of daemon we're actually going to encounter, unfortunately. The Bloodletters of Khorne. The least devotees of the Blood God. They're generally highly aggressive, carry flaming swords, and have the usual daemonic attributes of being tough, strong, fast, and dissolve upon death, as they aren't actually real. Yes, you heard me right, these aren't real. They, however, are very convincing at faking it, to the point that reality does not in fact tell that they're faking it until they die. At which point, they poof, and conveniently it smells like sulfur and brimstone because, you know, they come from the warp, which, as I have mentioned before, is space hell. Another cutscene? Well, it's not cutscene. Loading screen.
Did that fiend speak truth? Did we cause a chaos invasion?
Yes.
Of course we did. His Inquisitor puppet manipulated us from the moment we met.
And before. The false Inquisitor sent the distress call.
I don't think so, Leandros. The man's urgency, his fear. I believe that was the real Drogon. Facing certain death.
And it found him.
But not at the Orcs' hands. Somehow the agents of chaos were already here.
Yep, you could tell from the scratches on his chest if you knew it that orcs don't carry anything with claws. By the way, orcs and chaos, they'll fight each other. However, bloodletters are much more dangerous than random orc chopper boys, so any sort of numerical equivalence, there's only one ending. Now, there are other chaos gods in Khorne. Khorne's like blood, battles, war, berserkers, that sort of thing. There's Slanesh, who is basically sex, drugs, and rock and roll personified. He has lovely things like noise marines, which are corrupted space marines that rock out with guitars so hard their enemies' heads explode. Nurgle, who is disease, pestilence, endurance, rot, entropy. And his demons are generally very jolly, fat guys, only with their guts hanging open and just like tentacle intestines, I suppose would be the best way to describe it, but I think that'd be weird. I'm not actually sure how to put it. Yeah, now we're going back to the facility. The final one is Zenith, who's basically planning and plotting and magic. Well, not magic, psyker powers, but in Warhammer Fantasy, the original of 40k, it was, in fact, magic. In general, when you have two factions like this, the orcs and the daemons fighting, support the daemons. Like, don't get me wrong, if the orcs come up and try and shoot you, feel free to open fire, but you want to shoot the daemons as quickly as you can, because the orcs provide a nice meat shield. And daemons are a lot more dangerous than orcs. Now, something to note is that Khornate daemons are the most popular ones to use for games because they're the simplest. They're very aggressive, they're very physically dangerous. They don't have the whole plotting and planning thing that makes Nietzschean ones hard to do. They're not incredibly lewd and very M-rated, shall we say. Possibly even X-rated. I'm not sure which one is actually higher. I think it's X. I haven't looked at the ratings for a long time. Basically, Slaneshi ones are very lewd, X-rated beings. I'll be showing off the executions here, but honestly, we're going to get better opportunities later on. Also, you may notice that they dodge by basically blink dashing, like anime style. That's because, again, they're creatures of the warp. They basically interact with the material realm, called the Materium, as they wish. Of course, they're not invincible, as you can clearly see. They're merely very durable. Dying of the light. Only in death does duty end, is a good way to counter that. The light dies when we die.
It's getting bigger. If it gets much larger, Nemirov can bring his fleet through.
Then we must cut the link between Warp Gate and Tower.
You have a plan.
We use Invictus to sever the orbital spire.
At that range, will the Titan's cannon be effective?
It's time we use the power source to our advantage. To supercharge Invictus. We need to reach that Titan.
This is an insane plan, and I love it. We get to backtrack through our damaged and destroyed levels that have been assaulted by the Chaos Invasion, go through new areas because, you know, they broke up and stuff. And if memory serves, we see more Orc Chaos fighting soon. Not now, of course, because there's nothing in this room. There's a lot of spaces that are very empty in Space Marine, and I'm not sure if I'd classify it as wasted potential, but definitely feels blank. Again, back here, I'm pretty sure there's a Zero Skull if you have not already beaten the game, like I have several times before doing this Let's Play a long time ago.
So, the demon killed Inquisitor Drogon and then possessed his body.
Yep.
But why?
Alone, there was no way the demon could get the power source past 1 million orcs. It needed help.
Yep.
And we obliged.
I was deceived. I am responsible for chaos breaking through to this
Aha.
world.
Now we can see the purity seals on me again. Look at my shoulders. You can see those little flappy red things that look like wax seals. Those are purity seals. They got prayers and stuff, and they're blessed, and they're cool. We have a Thunder Hammer. What's in here? Oh yes, this is the durability upgrade I was talking about. Iron Halos. These things are good. I don't know how much this multiplies my durability for, but it is enormously durable. Like, we get a huge amount more armor now. Like, it's insane, and I love it. We can even see it in our character. It's that little, well, half sun. Now I'm going to switch to the Thunder Hammer, because now we can combine it with our Kraken Bolter and deal quite a lot of damage very quickly. Also, the Thunder Hammer is very good for killing Bloodletters. You always want to kill Bloodletters on the general grounds of sawed Bloodletters. They're complete asshats. However, they're also here we see another new enemy type. They're a bit far off.
Ultramarines, attack!
But these are Corrupted Space Marines. These actually... And Corrupted Guardsmen. Corrupted Guardsmen are basically the Gretchen of Chaos. Like, not in role. The game treats them like Gretchen. Corrupted Space Marines actually act like players, like, from the multiplayer. They have the same stat line, same potential gear loadouts. However, as they are not controlled by a player, and Titus is, by multiplayer standards, complete bullshit, this results in, well, them getting slaughtered. The Iron Halo makes tank busters a lot less dangerous, not a lot more dangerous. It would make sense for a durability upgrade to make your enemies more dangerous. Well, durability upgrade for you. Yeah. Yeah. You can see how they're sparking off right now, the shots. However, when their armor breaks, you can execute them like so. Normally you have to clash them. However, as I am using a Thunder Hammer, clashes are for wimps. Without Thunder Hammers. Yeah, Thunder Hammers are really cool. Now, I will note that this is basically the best we're going to get. There is one weapon that we get later on that we get for a short time, but that's about it. Melt-A-Gun, Stalker Bolter, we can get a Power Axe or Chainsword here. No Thunder Hammer, but there is some ammo. You can always use more ammo, and you should be using your guns plenty.
Duty requires that I put voice to my concerns.
Speak, then.
You held the unshielded power source again, Captain. And again, you emerged from the exposure unscathed. The Codex Astartes warns that those in league with Chaos can withstand the warp's touch.
You forget yourself, Ultramarine.
Leandros, I do not take this warp resistance lightly. But the search for answers must wait till after we deal with this Chaos invasion.
What if that is too late?
Leandros, enough. We need to keep moving.
He's got a point. Chaos is good at resisting warpy stuff because the gods of the warp, Slanesh, Khorne, Zenich, and Nurgle, do tend to, you know, be nicer to their servants. Most of the time. Not all of the time. They're, well, gods of chaos. That's not exactly a group you expect to be consistent, you know? But there are also people like Titus. Titus is loyal. This is a fact. I'll confirm it. However, he is also warp resistant, as you have noted. And as Leandros has noted. This is because there are certain people in the Imperium, and the humans in general, called blanks. They basically have what is best described as an anti-soul. Its warp powers are drawn through the soul. Beings like Titus, with an anti-soul, as it were, have, well, warp resistance. They cannot use psychic powers, but they cannot, well, they're not immune to psychic powers, but they are very resistant to them. Most people don't really have enough of a soul, because you need a big soul to use psychic powers. You need a bit, but yeah. There's also pariahs, which are flat out exploding psychers, I believe. It's a bit hard to keep track because there's actually a fair few genetic lines, as it were, of screw you psychic powers people, and keeping them all straight is a bit difficult. From what I understand, there are pariahs and blanks at a minimum, and possibly more. Khornates are also good at resisting psychic powers, as they're specifically sorceress psychic powers, so those involve controlling others to do your work, and Khornates want you, and Blood God wants you to do your own work. These are corrupted guardsmen. Do not underestimate them. They fire las guns, but you may notice that my health is going down very fast, even though I've been chipping them away. They will throw grenades, they will use cover, and they will fight cleverly. These corrupted guardsmen actually have a technical name in the fluff that's almost never used, called the Lost and the Damned. So they don't really show up much because they're not very popular in comparison to Chaos Space Marines.
Brothers, attack!
But they do exist, and they do have a name.
Only in death.
Bloodletters are going to screw you up in close combat. Indeed, I should probably not be using a Thunderhammer here, and I should probably switch to a Power Axe. Because honestly, while the Thunderhammer is very cool, it's very good against orcs, but not so good against actual foes that can think. Orcs are not much for combat, well, they are much for combat. There's not much for strategy and tactics and reason. Don't get me wrong, Thunderhammer is cool and it's really powerful, and if you're really good in melee, you will absolutely slaughter everything in your path with it. But this lets me use my Laskin, and my Melt-A-Gun, and my Bolter and Plasma Pistol. Yeah. Yeah, Khornates don't like making others do things for you, so powers like mind control and stuff, they really are good at resisting. Somewhat resistant, just hurling fireballs at your face, but not too resistant. As that's more like, I'm going to kill your brain with my brain sort of shenanigans, which is much more acceptable to the Blood God because reasons. Yeah, one Kraken Bolt will kill one of the Lost and the Damned instantly. I thought it did. Looks like it takes 2 shots. Congratulations, guys. Your flak armor is enough to actually stop a bolt designed to one-hit kill orcs. At least that was its original purpose. This isn't actually done in this game because everything is more durable. Like, 2 or 3 bolt shots and fluff will kill an orc easy.
Brothers, attack!
Also, something to note. A direct hit from a Lascan will only stun a Chaos Marine. And with how they have armor like you do, that makes them very easy. That makes them very durable. Oh god, yeah. Melt-A-Gun is good against Bloodletters because... yeah. Now, I probably shouldn't be showing off Thunderhammer or Chainsword kills, but... I'll say the Power Axe is best against the... against Bloodletters because it deals a lot more damage and it's nearly as fast. Alright, that was just dumb. However, I will try and engage this Chaos Space Marine in melee. On the grounds of, well... yeah, you do have to clash them if you're not using the Thunder Hammer, as you can see, even though this guy's using a Plasma Cannon. Yeah. Now, back on the subject of my warp resistance. It is weird that Titus is a blank, at least a minor one. They go in grades, obviously. I believe the highest is Omega minus, which is, and then the entire planet is going crazy because having an anti-soul around is kind of bad. Ah, you go over here. Apologies, I'm best in this direction. And blanks don't usually, well, survive long, because having anti-soul around often results in the child becoming, not very liked, shall we say. Just because it's anathemic to normal souls. How the blue bloody blazes do we get down? Apologies, it's been a while. Oh, there's stairs. Don't I look like the clever and experienced Let's Player right now, eh? Yeah, you can soldier charge your way through these sandbag barricades, but they will slow you down, like there's a little stumble. Which is somewhat annoying. You can also take quite a beating.
My lords, help us!
Helping!
Where are they all coming from?
The warp, you idiot!
Guardsman, report.
My Lord Space Marine. They were on us almost immediately.
Captain Titus, are you there?
Yes.
This is Lieutenant Mira. This whole planet has gone mad.
The forces of chaos are invading this world.
No
We
shit.
must get to the Titan and destroy that warp gate.
I know what route to take. I deployed troops to man outposts between the Calcus facility and Bastion Primus. From there, you can access the rail network and cross to Manufactorum Ajakis.
Understood. I will meet you there.
Wow, they really wanted to get you out here. There's a Stalker Bolter, a Lascan, which is a very rare find. There's a reason I've been keeping mine so long. Thunder Hammer, and a Vengeance Launcher. Vengeance Launchers and Stalker Bolters like the standard things you're going to find around there. Lascans being relatively rare. So finding one is quite impressive. You may also note that the Lost and the Damned are using guns that shoot green lasers instead of the red lasers of the Guard. This is basically a completely mechanical difference. I am not aware of this actually happening in the fluff. Again, I'm providing fire support with my Lascan on the general grounds of Chaos is much more dangerous due to their Space Marines. If you headshot one with Lascan, though, that's an instantaneous kill. Yeah, tank busters become a lot less of a problem once you get an Iron Halo. It is very, very good. Yeah. This is basically a sniper's killing ground in terms of, you know, fighting. Which is why I'm using this Lascan. I would swap over the Melt-A-Gun, but let me show you what the Melt-A-Gun can do to a Space Marine. Hello! Yeah, instant execution time. Even though he's like on a level higher than us. Smack his side in, smack his face in. The reward for traitors is retribution. If you shoot them while they're stunned with a las cannon, they die instantly. Clearing out the orcs with the general principle that you don't really want to leave anyone behind you. That can result in bad stuff. And up here.
Trying to die, humans! Kill them space marines!
Yeah. Letting the orcs and chaos fight their way through each other will often result in the orcs winning due to how good tank busters are. And the fact that those plasma salvos that you've been seeing around, that the chaos marines have been throwing out, aren't actually all that strong. Or actually, they're not all that accurate. And I'm out of ammo for my las cannon. Well, it's convenient there was a las cannon back there. Gonna go back and grab that las cannon ammo that was stored back here in the form of one las cannon, because you always can use more ammo. Used up the whole thing, but now I've got lots more lasers to shoot. It's a pity that you don't actually get a las gun, because las guns are actually pretty good. A bunch of Lost in the Damned are actually some of the most dangerous enemies in the game if you don't have cover and they catch you out in the open. Because they have some serious firepower in those things. There's a reason the guard uses them. 1 is a joke, 100 is not. It's actually a line used by a Chaos Space Marine. 1 las gun is a joke, 100 is not. I need to say this was a veteran Chaos Space Marine, as ones that tend to underestimate large numbers of las guns tend to be the very lucky or the very dead.
Space Marines, smash those Space Marines!
Shooting that guy dead on the general grounds of orcs should die. Indeed, orcs must die. Yeah. Now to get up. I've got my power source.
And now the tender mercies of Chaos Heretics. I'm surprised the place is standing at all.
Hey, Mechanicus builds good stuff. Air pistol's no longer all that useful, unfortunately. Good if you want to unlock heretics, specifically Chaos Space Marines, but eh.
How can we face them? The legions of chaos.
Trooper, get yourself together right now!
Yes, Mom.
The other platoons
The way
are
they
going
say
to
it
fall
is
back towards
hilarious.
Sebastian. Hold this position, or they'll be cut off. Greetings, Ultramarines.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
As well as can be hoped, considering we are surrounded on all sides by the enemy horde.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain.
Goody. Yeah, you never get a health buff in this game, but you do get an armor buff, and that's decent enough, frankly. Yeah, you can see how little they're doing now that we have an Iron Halo. Used to be that the Tank Buster rocket would have ripped out so much of my health I would have hidden instantly. Now it took sustained fire from multiple shooter boys and Tank Buster rockets to actually do that. I just realized that I was taking cover behind an explosive. Enemies can detonate those too. Miss Katie here is just as invincible as your Space Marine counterparts, which is kind of neat. Here's this orc making the same mistake I did. Taking quite a bit of damage for it. I'm just going to execute on my general principles of smashing orcs is good. Yeah, your armor bar becomes a lot more important now. That you have an Iron Halo, it's not just expendable health. It's actually important. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, it can be a bit buggy on detection. I was hammering E there to try and, well, shut it down, but you saw how well that worked. Rubbish. Pick up ammo for my las cannon. Don't want to swap my las cannon for a Stalker bolter, that'd be silly. I'm happy with my power axe. You actually swap power axe for power axe, and it makes the weapon swap noise. Nothing changes, but you swap it. Yeah. Yeah. Back to running around. Now, you'll remember a while back I pointed out a black and white skull. This is because there are not 4 Chaos Gods. There are lots of them. The 4 are just the main 4.
Not for long.
There's also one called Malal, who's basically the Chaos God of anti-chaos. Chaos has a lot of self-destructive tendencies, like Korn wants to kill, doesn't care where the blood flows, as long as it flows. You'll see a lot of his crawlers being suicidal berserkers, which isn't actually a very good combat tactic. As any of you who have tried to go pure melee in this game will understand. Alright, I'm going to stun the Shooter Boy and then execute him for a little more health. Because right now orcs are kind of the chaff enemies. Only kind of, though. Is that a normal guardsman? Holy shit, dude. You're a badass. Alright, Divine Fire support for the ordinary badass guardsman who just got hit with a rocket and survived. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, there's a Guardian under siege, and I'm just going to relieve him on the general grounds of being a nice guy. I'm also hearing squig noises, though, so I am now very worried. Ah, here we have hard boys with shields. Or a hard boy with a shield. I am now out of bolt gun ammo. Back to the pistol. Ah, never mind, I will not be out of bolt gun ammo in a few short moments. Oh shit! Yeah, bomb twins become much less dangerous when you're... now that I have the, what's the name? Also, you get 90 shots for the bolter for each box. Use 3 clips. It's got a 30-round clip. Oh, this is a unique animation for finishing the orcs with shields. Yeah, you beat them to death with their own shield. It is hilarious, and I love it. This guardsman is a badass. How are you still standing, man? I couldn't take that much punishment until I got my Iron Halo. I don't have my... and when I didn't have my Iron Halo, that would have killed me. Because that guardsman is a badass. Also, I've been neglecting these a bit lately, so... let's go for that. Oh, God. Yeah, sorry. Shooting the orcs and the general principle is sod you.
There's a lift over here.
I need some ammo, lady. Seriously. You're gonna go through ammo very fast in these sections. This is the heart. This is the end game, and they do not skint. I guess.
Well met, Mira.
Jonah, I half expected to find a demon chewing on your bones.
Well, they'd spit me right out.
Make your report, Jonah.
The Greenskins have been pressing us hard, both down here and at the Bastion proper.
Get ready to fall back to the Bastion. Do not engage Chaos forces directly until I get reinforcements down here to back you up.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Yep. It's nice to see that Mira knows other people and that there are people with name. Why is this random blood splatter here? What is the purpose of this random blood splatter? I've never understood this. It's just a random blood splatter on a wall. No one's around there. It's just there. Why? Why are you there? Dead orcs, dead guardsmen. At least they died hard.
Lieutenant Mira, this is Bastion
So
Primus.
many.
We're under heavy assault. The orcs are back, and they cut power to the sentry guns.
Oh, balls.
All of them?
They took out the generator. We couldn't defend it against such numbers. We had to fall back.
The Ultramarines and I are almost at your position. Mira out.
Generators are down. Replace generators with Space Marines. The Emperor's Fury! Seriously though, this game is really good at depicting why the Space Marines are very good at changing the entire battlefield. Sure, the Guard are holding the line, but you're poking out there and you're basically unstoppable. Seriously, if you actually got the gear that a company captain would actually have, and didn't just get upgraded for the sake of game mechanics, you'd probably just not even have a challenge in this game. But that'd make a boring game, you know? No one wants to play a boring game. Another bit of gear. I didn't actually know this one.
Genetic scan complete.
Plasma gun!
Access authorized.
This is basically a long-range melt-a-gun. Yeah. He's got some serious punch behind this. Seriously. Watch. One shot was enough to take down Orc, but a single poke of Lascan could kill it. Yep. Try and kill all the humans. The humans will object. Pistol, pistol. What the hell? Why wouldn't it let me switch? I think it doesn't let you switch when you're overheating, which is actually really annoying. I didn't remember that. This Orc is bugged. No, he was just dying on his knees. That's kind of awesome. Grenades and ammo. For me. Yeah, they're going to throw a lot of Orcs at you here. Oh god, I need to run. You know what? Heavy bolter time. You can see one of the sentry guns right there. If you're familiar with Dawn of War, you'll know it's a tarantula pattern. Which was actually original for the Dawn of War series, believe it or not. At least I think it was. I could be wrong. Please do tell me if I am wrong. I am always willing to be wrong. I am human. I make mistakes. Oh god, bomb squigs. Yeah, heavy bolters are amazing. They also throw a lot of bomb squigs at you here. And hard boys, as you can see. That's a hard boy knob. Thank goodness I have an emplaced weapon. Otherwise, I might actually be worried right now. As is, I've got a lot of bolt shells, and I'm actually low on ammo now. Now I'm actually out of ammo.
You can see why we need the sentry guns.
Yeah, no
There
shit.
aren't enough of us to hold this position without.
1, 2,
Lieutenant,
yeah.
the
Most of them are
central
dead
outpost is under
now.
attack.
Tell them we're on our way.
Move out, brothers.
Not right now. I think we'll leave it off for here. We have gone to the Chaos Invasion, met both the Lost and the Damned, and some Chaos Space Marines, which we have cheerfully slaughtered in the Emperor's name. We have acquired a very nice new toy. 2 nice new toys, actually, the Iron Halo and the Plasma Gun. I prefer the Iron Halo, but that's because I love durability in any game. And learned that the Orcs are capable of destroying generators, which is going to be so much fun. So, goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow.